pray for our world.
Okay, boys. Time to get oobed. My camera's not on. Hold on a minute. Right. We got it. We got it. Still burning off. It was a pretty intense workout. Sorry, it's probably really crongy when I'm moving around the mic like that. Big whoops. There we go. Okay. Hey, everyone. How you doing? It's Ooblets. Time to slam that agree. Big oob. It's not a controller game? Maybe it's not a controller game. Look at him. It's already the perfect game. Sorry, guys. My mic arm kind of sucks. It can be tough to get it in exactly the right spot so it's not blocking my monitor and still pointed directly at my mouth. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's not a controller game. Weird. Okay, that's fine. I swear when I... Oh, that's fine. I swear when I played it before, played it at E3 a while ago, and, okay, still not oh, there we go. Now we got it. There we go. I did miss a couple of tips back, though. Jerome and Mr. Maybe, I don't know if you guys are still around, but thank you for the respective tips. Watching the Vancouver meetup? You got great energy and happy to support. Oh, I remember that. That was a fun night. And Mr. Maybe, thank you. I really hope I wasn't getting too testy about the mouth breathing thing. I feel like big Earthbound vibes with this name yourself screen. Definitely Piers Driven Snow. Yeah, now we're doing it. Oops, wait, hold on. Definitely this. There we go. Ooh! Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel great. Let's go. So here's the thing, though. We're in post-daddy culture right now. Daddies aren't hot anymore. Or actually, they're on the tail end. They're on the tail end, I'll say. Daddy's got to drink his G Fuel, though. What the fuck is this? You'll find out, my dude. Yeah, that post-retirement look, exactly. Daddy is ready for adventure. Back in my day, I dadded harder than anyone. Big old dad balls. Now he's got old man sauna balls. Yeah, stepbrothers and stepsisters are hot right now, so that only means that stepdads are the next wave. I should not be saying this over such a whimsical title card. Mayor Tinstall. Oh, they have like non-English barks. I love the animation in this game. I don't know what it is about it. Everything has like secondary motion, but everyone's also extremely stiff, so it creates this like wobbly, almost marionette kind of animation. She's still... This girl in the background just stomping back and forth. Maybe she's beefing with somebody. She's just mad. Stomping all of her mean emotions away. I hear her coming back. I hear you. There she is. Why is that so funny? I love that panning. It's like left channel stomping. Like how every dialogue line seems to have its own like head bob.
You.
Up and down. So weird.
Oh.
I don't have any ooblets. They don't have ooblets where I'm from. Not even an oogum.
Good.
We don't have ooblet clubs where I'm from either. I left my wife and my 5 grown children and my 18 grandchildren to move here. I'm starting over at 72, maybe more like 65. It's like half Pikmin, half Animal Crossing. I think it's like half. It's half. God, what is that game? It's half Harvest Moon, half Pokemon. Is the I think that's the pitch. It's like a it's like a farming game, and then you farm up ooblets by like watering them, and then they become your party.
I got that right. What like that one? Hello?
No, I'm Daddy, and I'm looking to start a new life here. This game is actually the story of all of Daddy's kids trying to yank him back to his normal life, and him refusing and doubling down on this weird Pokemon adventure. What is an ooblet? Well, you can see him dancing in the background there. Unlike bug snacks, you do not eat them. And this was reinforced emphatically by the game's creator. I'm Daddy and I'm new here. My name's Daddy and I'm new in town. So, I think about that was a John Mulaney bit. It's not even really a bit, it's just him telling a story. Also, the walk animations in this game. The walk cycles are to be treasured. Ooh! Wiggle whip. Dumb burb. That sounds like the name I would give a Pokemon that looks like that. Stupid dumb burb. Oh, they're following me! Hello, dumb burb. That's not an insult, that's just your name. I do like that it tracks Pokemon that you... Sorry. Ooblemon that you encounter. You do not eat ooblets. No. They are your friends and pals. I can't pick up anything yet. Hello, Churls. Have you ever wondered why you can just take any name and change one vowel and it instantly becomes funny? Maybe his name should have been Deddy or Duddy. Dodie? Well, we could get along, Churls. That's okay. You can tell me when you're ready. Daddy understands these things. Okay, fine. I'm Churls. I shake your hand, but I don't do that. Churls, you're an oddball, but I like that. Ooh! A new oob! New oob! Clomper. There's an oob up there. What's that? Did it? Dang it. Can't spot that one. Is that a sleeping oob? Oh, they tell you where all the people are. Or maybe just the people you've talked to? Lurk! Did he? Yeah, that's true. Kind of taken already, but I can't pick up anything yet. I don't have 125 Globgloobs. Which Pokemon do you think are carnivores and which Pokemon is in their circle of life? I mean, you can probably just tell from their teeth, right? Pokemon that have like sharp incisor kind of teeth are probably meat eaters. I would say Charizard, probably especially, or the Charmander evolution path. Rugnolia. There's some amazing names in this game. I'm Rugnolia, and I operate the Learnery. So, not a library, a Learnery. Ooh, a Grumboir. Okay, cool. Give me that. Science and magic and junk, dog. I figured out. Summon Grumboir. I have 0 gummies. Friends, oobs, badges, almanac. Okay. Because it can't join a club because it wouldn't be ethical. The mayor of Oobtown or whatever is not allowed to join a club. Makes sense. That's like, That's ethics and oobletism. Mead.
Hello.
I'm moving to the old farmhouse. Mead, you look like my kind of woman. Yes, we will. I'm Mead, and I run the little gardening shop, so I guess we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Hello. Oh, goody. Oh, goody.
Holt? He was a StarCraft 2 player. May still be, actually. Holt makes me look like I'm about 3.5 feet tall. Yee! Nice and soft. That bee is coming in for you. They're the finest pre-packaged tree bees in Oob. Oh, okay, so this place is called Oob. Excellent. Taffy? It's pretty. Well, I was about to say it's a pretty normal name, but it's absolutely not. Holt has anime legs. I'm Daddy. Go away now. Yeah, Taffy knows what's up. Get the fuck out of here, old man. I ain't into that shit. Fleeble. Lump Stump. That was my nickname in college. Double. Bean juice? Espressi? Actually, bean juice is coffee. I love that these are all just like cutified, oobified versions of real life things. That's a really... Cuddle cups. Oh! It's like they... You know that horrible meme of like, this is what boring people see the world like, and this is what creative people see the world like. Like, it got dunked on pretty hard for justifiable reasons, but I feel like this game is the good version of what creative people see the world like. I'm Double and I serve the best bean juice in town. Splenda! Everyone is here now. Hey, you can't say that and not TM it.
What?
I put a little Splenda in my coffee this morning.
What?
Front buns! Peak snubs don't do pitches. You should be pitching me. Oh, he's the LA guy? Oh! Look at that little guy! That fat little angry beetle. Min pins. I don't know what to say about min pins or what to do with my hands. That's the ADHD group, I guess. If you like adventure, the outdoors, and nature, you should join us at Moss Prouts. I mean, Shrumbo is great. Shrumbo is very pure. Do Ooblets evolve, and are they sexualized like Pokemon? They're plants. So I don't know about evolution, but... Frun buns. We are delightful. I mean, Tud is okay, but look at this guy. Hey, Steph. I'm gonna need you to come here and look at a cute little guy. He's real cute. Ooh, he's so mad. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm joining the Peak Snubs.
Wait,
There's a Biddle. Look at this little Biddle. He's so upset.
are you trying to show him because it's like me?
No,
Is that what I look like?
that wasn't the implication.
I
But
feel like it though. Look at this.
arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him hang like this.
He looks like a fighter. With a little beetle helmet. There's a mushroom that's really cute. I mean, he's cool. Tud. But yeah, Shrumbo is pretty fantastic. He just seems a little too wholesome.
Yeah.
I like to have a little edge.
I like the one that just has a little bit. He shows more emotion. You can't be happy all the time. If you're happy all the time, then something's really wrong.
I agree.
But see,
Ooh.
he's showing it. He's like, God, I just wanted a latte, and it was like 10 minutes late, and they forgot my order.
It's called bean juice here, Steph.
Oh, excuse me. My bean juice was 10 minutes late. Forgot my order. They're out of scones. Ugh. What a terrible morning.
Actually, a latte might be called a cream juice. What?
I'm just gonna walk away.
That's a normal thing to say. Hey,
No, nobody wants to do this.
fine.
No.
You. Born leaders, that's me. Let's see what you can do with this little runt. I love him. Oof. I love him so much. He's an angry little guy. Yeah. I want that fish with a crown. I like him. Getting into a dance-off? I agree with that. They apparently love dancing. All we can do is support their interests and set up elaborate, contrived, competitive dance scenarios for them to show off in. I'd be amazed at the sort of conflicts that get resolved through the meeting with dance. And here we go! Look at this! So is this combat? Do you actually dance? Oh. When I played it, I think it was just turn-based combat. Oh my god. Wow, this is totally different. Well, I think it had a card-based system, but... Also has its unique move. Steal 4 points. The Pilfer Polka. He's DreamWorks facing pretty hard there. You can learn new moves. Moves cost beats, and you get fresh beats to use every turn. Fresh beats! Butler, these beats are very stale. I demand the fresh beats. Draw 4 moves and have 3 beats per turn. Alright. Some moves increase your points, lower your opponents, or do other junk. The goal is to get this number of points before your opponent. Oh, that's cool. A vaguely non-competitive but still competitive system. Vibe on it. I gotta admit though, I am really enjoying the what's the word? There's clearly a lot of effort put into injecting personality into all the dialogue, calling things junk, the dialogue options being yeah or nah. Like, it seems like such a small thing, but to do that and have it not come off as cheesy takes a lot of effort, I think. What's the overarching aim of the game? I don't know. I assume there is some collectionism aspect to it, but we'll find out. We're on this journey together. So I guess my guy just steals a lot? Busting it. I probably should have done that first. And I'm out. Shame, but those are nice points. It'd be a shame if you were to lose them. Hype? Maybe that like boosts the number of points you get next turn? They're all wiggling their little oobly asses. Oi. Love your hype crew in the background. Oh shit, the flip flops. The flippity flops. I mean, this will win the game, right? Okay, so it's just first to 20. Oh, I feel like whoever goes first has an advantage. Those turnips need to get it in gear, though. Get seed from lump stump. Yo. So wait, when you serve their asses, they pop out a seed for you? I like her hat. Yeah. You've been served. Tinsel at the farmhouse. I can do that.
Cool.
Oh, Daddy. Come on, you can go wherever you want. I do like... the like lagging animation when you turn, of like the head lolling the side is so good. You just have a little rubber man. FM Xena, thanks for the prime sub. Scramus? Thanks for the raid. Sponge Blake, thank you for the sub. Or the prime sub. Appreciate you. Kibbin Bomb. Alright. Where's this warehouse? back.
Oh,
How is it leaking water and it's not even raining? House! There it is. What do you expect for a free house? It's free real estate. Maybe add some bunting. Bunting does always help. It's just leaking water. Oh, man. Can be used to create a fructose. I am curious why I would ever need more than one fructose. A dirt scraper? It's free real estate. It's a free house for you, Joe. It's a free house. Dirt scraper selected. Farming mode. That's cool. That reminds me, I gotta play the new Story of Seasons, I think it's called, which I believe is a spiritual remake of the original. What is that? Harvest Moon? Okay. Why can't I? Oh, oops. I mean, oops. Is fructose a corn syrup? I guess we'll find out. I mean, I would have expected a free house to not be wet. Yeah. Dribbly can, a basic dribbler. Well, I mean, I could have just planted them under my house and it would have been fine. But that's okay. Hey, Pistastic. Yes, it's called Story of Seasons now because, like, there was some weird stuff where, like, I guess Natsume ended up with the rights to the name Harvest Moon, but nothing else about Harvest Moon. So they're still making Harvest Moon games, but the original developers of Harvest Moon went out on their own and made the game that they actually wanted to make called Story of Seasons. So that's what Harvest Moon is called now. It's called Story of Seasons. Even though Harvest Moon is still being made. It's weird. Could also just play, yeah, Stardew Valley, which I haven't started playing yet because I will die. It's like starting a game in Civ. It's like I'll just stare at it for hours, sweating, being like, I know my life is over the second I do this. Or XCOM, something like that. Yeah. Dankenstein's Monster. I'm pretty sure there's a game called Story of Seasons that released like a week or two ago, and I think it is supposed to be a spiritual remake of the original Harvest Moon. That's what I think. Grace was about to start playing this. It is so good. It is so charming so far. I haven't really gotten to, well, I guess I had one gameplay, but or one like combat encounter, a dance off, really. But I'm loving the heck out of this so far. Go to sleep in your drippity ass house, Daddy. Very well. Good for the lungs. It's extra. I don't need a humidifier now. It's actually quite good. Wait. Oh, you can cook your ooblets? Maybe you do eat your oobs. Never mind. What a wonderful day. Have you tried Baba's You? Yeah. That game's fantastic. Oh, hey, what's up, Abel? I feel like I know you because I've been watching you for years, but I've literally never interacted with you, via comments or anything, but you're awesome. Well, thank you. We're on an interactive basis now, so it'll never be the same. Yeah, this is your free house. A shack and a kitchen on the floor, and it's just wet all the time. Why is it so wet? I guess nobody wants a wet house. Drinking bean juice. Or explore around a bit or something. Okay. Maybe I can get into some sick combat. I mean, dance fight. Will there be a G Fuel Ooblet? Who's to say there isn't already?
Me?
Huh. That's actually good advice. It's important for your mental health to get out of the house at least once a month. I feel like we could probably stand with that specific advice right now. Got no gummies. Can't buy no seeds. How are you liking it so far? I love it so far, but I did just start. So I still am not sure what the arc of the entire game is meant to be. But I'm certainly enjoying my time with it so far. And hey, Mecha Arc, thank you for it's not a receipt. Thank you for gifting a sub to Abel. Thing a bitty Ooblet toy. So wait, if I have the receipt, I need that fanny pack so bad. If I have the receipt, then I can just grab it off the shelf and return it, right? How do? Churls is a weird man. Churls is he's on his own wavelength. That's fine. We don't worry about Churls. He's got his own thing going on. Okay, cool. Some delicious quib. The mayor over there practicing her dance moves.
What?
I guess everybody's just kind of bopping. Sprin! I'm Sprin, designer and maker and seller of furniture for my shop Manatwee. Okay. So yeah, I guess kind of Harvest Moon vibes. Little teensy Animal Crossing angle here. I guess you can customize your house. Which I guess implies that you don't move very far away from your house. Yeah, there is an energy meter at the top there. And various actions consume energy.
What?
Our town hall is just a stack of cardboard boxes. You found the town again. Oh. You know what? Yeah, I'll take credit for that. Open office layout. She's got a little succulent, a little computer. This is like an interesting take on the first RPG quest you always get, which is, I got rats in my basement. Hey, Josh and Eggroll. Good to see you. Oh, bouncing 2 balls there. That's impressive. And you said it. Taffy likes taffy. Right on. Pabby. It's only socially acceptable to ask someone how business is going if you're a shareholder in a shareholder meeting. Is that true? Maybe it is. I feel like it can bite off a weird topic. Bone Man 7, thanks for the sub. Abel, Jesus. That's the definition of paying it forward right there. To 90-year-old gamer. What? Man, not only do we got daddies in the game, we got daddies in the chat. Thank you for paying it forward. I appreciate that. Mystery can. Alright. He's poking the pile of cans with a stick. No, I didn't want another can. Talk to Arvin. That's a good question. With that, alright, let's dance. Didn't even know you streamed, but when I found out I was very happy. Yeah, I've been doing this for the past, well, I guess past 5 years, but going into it hard the past 6 months. That's been great. Alright, Clicky Claws. You ever seen a beetle do a head spin? Actually, I guess that would be very difficult with my my little horns. Flip-flops! You can drop the flip-flops on. okay. You did great, Clicky Claus. You get a nut from me, buddy. Get donked with it, man. The barbershop and the coffee shop have the best music in the game. Alright. I don't think I've gone to either yet, but I certainly will very soon.
You.
Ooh.
No.
Badge Town. I like that camera work. Little Dutch angle. Fix the friendship sticker printing press. Repair the old farmhouse. Help Rugnolia start her ooblet research project and reinstitute all the mystery cans. Or reconstitute. My bad. Can I just grab all of them? Oh, do I have to do it? Okay, and then show up for it? Maybe that's what it is.
What? You.
Yesterday in a powerlifter stream, they were talking about dragons. And because of you, I told them in all caps dragons don't have buttholes. No, they don't. Because dragons are more efficient than us stupid humans. Someone who's recently started to edit for income. I know how relaxing and fun it would be to just stream. Yeah, I was watching Mr. Sark and he's has a similar head when it comes to streaming versus editing. Developed much greater respect for him, Bruce, and basically anyone in the space who's done the grunt work. Yeah. That's bizarrely kind of the process, I think. I do like editing, but I mean, just playing video games it's easier. Oh, I was curious if the confetti was going to keep coming down. Poop is stored in the stomach, yeah. No, they have cloacas because they're better than us. The more holes you have, the less efficient your body is, and that's the truth. Whoever edits your highlights are doing a fantastic job. There's multiple people, and you'll probably start to notice different styles. But I put credits in the description. It's an awesome painting. Yeah, like birds, exactly. Dragons do fuck? Oh yeah. Yep. They don't have buttholes and they do fuck, absolutely. This isn't out on Steam. It's on the Epic Game Store. Now you're not poking your stick in anything anymore. Do I go to her to turn in the quest? Or maybe the board. During intercourse, they touch cloacae in what is known as a cloacal kiss. There is no penetration. Well, there you go. Oh, maybe there's... Oh, I have to I have to make bait out of them.
Oh.
No, you're not blubbered. I'm Daddy. He's got a lot of titles. Hello, Melda. Hello, Melda. I'm Daddy. How can they fuck cars without dicks? Ooh. This reminds me a little bit of the Tomato Convenience Store song from Shenmue. Which means it's very good. Man, good advice, Glimby. That's amazing. My parents spent all their money to put me through college and now I'm living with them. Man, got big, like, crossover millennial Gen Z vibes here. Ooh, ground spring beans, espresso, bean juice. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the barista. No! Aw. I like that wallpaper, though. Good vibe in here. I think a real cafe would probably have tons more tables, but I'd drink coffee in there. Yeah, Rad Kyle.
Huh? 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 Hello? Hello?
I think I may have actually eaten too much for lunch. I don't know, my stomach is like changing in shape and size. Oh, I basically mixed a ton of spinach and mushrooms in with and shrimp in with like this prepackaged bean thing from Nutrisystem, and it ended up being a lot more volume than I thought it would be. Sporbit! It's like a lollipop made out of mold? Okay. Oh, the learnery. Great. What do you do in this game? Is it like Pokemon? Sort of, except you have to farm the Pokemon. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Oh.
Gen Z's been in college for at least 2 years, source me. Okay. Well then, yeah, I guess you're not quite a... Oh, man, one of these days, I don't think any antiperspirant can conquer the California summer, but... I think then you're about 4 years behind the millennial experience of racking up ass loads of debt and moving back in with your parents so you don't have to pay rent for a while to try and take a chunk out of it. Z-Nick and Silly Nigel, thank you guys for the Prime subs.
Hello?
Hey, Mark Brophy. Just playing a little Ooblets. Just Oobin. Big Oobin. Oobin Tubin. Ooh. That's a lot of gummies. Gleamy? Oh boy, we have shiny and Ooblet towns. I live with my parents, but I still pay rent. Yeah, that's fun. I mean, yeah, as lame as that can feel, I do think it is important to get used to, like, hitting rent every month. It's good to train you for that, to be honest. I mean, I imagine they're giving you a break on rent, but you're in there, you're using electricity, you're, eating food, probably. So mad. I've heard complaints that antiperspirant chemicals can damage pores. I've heard that too, but I don't know that that's a thing. I don't know that that's real. I did some light Googling, and yeah, there's some like people saying it's absolutely true without actually pointing to anything substantial that I found. I did very cursory Googling, so. Ah! You get a figurine? Useful but inert. That describes me. Dalio is a pretty common greeting around mainland Oob. That and howdo. Finished up the entire road in the central region in Death Stranding. I feel accomplished. Shit, man. I gotta add you. I gotta bridge link with you. Can you bridge link with specific people that you don't encounter in the game? I feel like a pore of mine got damaged and I only use antiperspirant. Like how? What happened? Oh, antiperspirant fucks you up. I've never had an issue. Or maybe I have and I just don't know. Oh. Tiny door! What? What the hell is that? Check your grumboir. How many badges you can get. Where does this fish come from? Look at 10 thingy doodles. Alright. Oh, I got 40 wishies? Okay, sure. And fish is gone. Alright. Jesus. Obsidian. Thought to be hardened by a product called Gleamy Ooblets. Oh, wait, Gleamy. That's shiny. Big nerdy bundle. What? Oh, okay. Collected 4. Assemble. Flutie sauce. Syrup made from the flesh of fluties. Or flutus. Alright, cool. That's a lot of slurry? What? I'll figure this out. A Frun Buns token? Who cares? I'm not in their group. Dance barn? Damn it. I want to go into the dance barn so bad. Ebba and Gernard. Yeah, I guess some people take issue with like the aluminum bits in any perspirant. I never had an issue, so. Okay, so you can grow crafting materials too, it seems like. Got accepted in the school I've applied to 6 times over the last 3 years. Hell yeah, Lemillions! Congratulations! How are you celebrating? Oh, okay. Here's this quest.
Hello?
My printy press. I use it to make friendship stickers, but it's all goofed up.
Hello?
Friendship stickers?
Look. Wait. Wait. Run.
Ah, gotta find biddies.
No.
Find biddies to fix the printy press. Celebrating with cake and drinks with my brother. Nice. That sounds great. Savor the moment, dude. You did it. That's awesome. Let's see. I need a sweetie beatie and 4 more spore bits. Okay. You can't deposit anything. Is that a spore bit? It's not. It's a button boy. Of course. How foolish of me. I like Sprin's house. Nice and modern. Got a Nurney. Good call. Good moves, good moves. Crude cake? I'm just stealing this girl's cake. That's no good. I mean, I'm doing it though, so whatever. Daddy wants cake. Hey, Gimbal. We'll use Sporbit. There we go. That's what I needed. So they're a little more pointy. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's this clubhouse. Yeah, I can't get in there. Badgetown Oobnet Tower. reconstitute things. Gotta pick this. Oops. What's up, Mac Hand? How are you doing? Well, I trust. The incidentals remain unalerted to the presence. Operations continued as planned. Sounds like we got some intrigue in the Oob world. Guess we've been eating mushrooms on the beach, probably. What's up, Elsie? Esley? Excuse me. Nope. I have played Doki Doki, yeah. It was interesting, but I don't know. I feel like, similar to most things that are, like, interesting, it got pretty overrated. It's good. It's good. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I'm like, that should be the minimum quality that we expect from visual novels. How hot is it in Cali? It's actually not that hot, but ooh, sick nernies. And then clothlet. I got seeds for that, so I guess I can plant that. Can't clean this stuff up yet. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Not entirely sure what I'm kind of meant to do now, but I'll figure it out. Oh. I'll plant this muzz. Tell what I should keep in my inventory, really. Talk us through your process. What, me? While I'm oobin'? Let's see here, I need to... It's like the stuff that seems like it breaks down into other things that I'm interested about. I don't know how I get planks of wood. Maybe I gotta bust up these sticks on my... Okay, there we go. That's gotta be it, yep. Okay. Cut toilet paper? Alright, sure. Oops. Just punch the shit out of it. Did Twitch disable the low latency mode? I did. Because people were having stuttering issues. I can turn it back on. Those issues seem to have mostly gone, but that may also be because I disabled low latency mode. But here, I'll go turn it on. Oh, my man's he's passing out. He needs a flurble derb. Oh. He needs a carrot cake. How do I use it? How do I... Options? Oh, okay. I was hoping there'd be an eating animation, but this is probably better in the long run. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn. Oops. Oh, there you go. Let me turn low latency back on. That is my wallpaper for the day. There we go. Okay, I don't know if, like, I imagine I'd probably have to stop streaming and start again for that to show up, but it has now been enabled. Good choice. Yeah, I can't claim it really. My wallpaper is a rotation of every meme image I've saved on the internet for the past number of years, or rather ever since I've been on the internet, really. So there's a lot in there, and a lot of it comes from an era of the internet that wasn't so civilized, we'll say. So yeah, every time I show my desktop, I am playing, like, getting canceled on Twitch roulette. A lot of 9/11 memes that are a lot less tasteful than I thought they were today. Oh, he has to actually run the whole way over to you? Yeah, pretty spicy memes. Fairly spice-tacular memes. Okay, now I need clothlets. Which, I guess I'll hobble on into town and see if I can buy more clothlet seeds. Need seeds. Sneed and feed. Carrot. Cloth plant. There we go. Those are... Damn, these are expensive. Damn! I can only buy one. Ugh.
Hello.
It's like with Tom Cross Animal Crossing. It's... yeah. There's more, let's say more Pokemon and Harvest Moon in there. But, yeah. Bless you. Whew. Getting tuckered. Getting big tuckered out. I eat another tart. Wait, I already ate it. Never mind. Hey, Toe Cutter. I will keep hard gaming as long as I possibly can. Jess is not my girlfriend. Got me mixed up with Adam there. Looking for Stephanie. Tony Talks Sick. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Oh yeah, Sweetie Beatie. Hold on, maybe I can buy a seat for that. Good thing the seed store isn't closed yet. That was dangerous. Ah, great. Kill him? I'm really enjoying the game so far, but I'm not super far. I'm just getting to the point where they're starting to take the limbers off and let me do what I want. Oh. Talking about US Army esports stuff? Yeah, that might get into weird territory. Thanks for gifting a sub, Tony. You didn't need to do that. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice here at night. Nice. I need more Sporbits. Need them. Oh, here we go. Girlfriend is in Canada? Oh, you should me and her together, but she's camera shy.
Oh.
Do not lick the reconstitutor. I wasn't going to do anything like that. I need that shirt. Look at that cute mushroom boy.
Hello?
Yeah, Andrew, I gotta admit I do enjoy the pastime of speedrunning getting banned on the U.S. Army Esports Twitch channel. It's kind of like trying to get banned from Club Penguin. Also, yes, I don't want to live in a world where the U.S. Army is dropping ooh daddies. Not acceptable. I can't even imagine, man. Putting out anime girls to try and trick weeby ass dudes to signing up for service. I mean, you gotta get them. You gotta get them where they are, you know. Palmore, I don't know if the U.S. Army has an esports team, but I think they launched a Twitter account that's been being like way too millennial hip, kind of cringing people out. So yeah, I think in response, what people have been doing is diving into the chat and posting about U.S. war crimes, which gets you banned right away. I'm not sure if that's the coolest thing ever or horrific waste of tax dollars. It's a, believe it or not, for what it's trying to do, it's actually a pretty good use of tax dollars. I'd say that that's probably a much more effective recruiting strategy than, you know, buying ads on TV or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Never Summer. Drop ooh daddies, not bombs. Oh, the U.S. Army sponsored a Rainbow Six Siege tournament last year. Yeah, what was it? Was it Slasher? Rod just posted a huge. I haven't read it yet. I really intend to. It's been like an open tab for a long time, but posted a huge expose on the efforts the U.S. Army is making in pushing into like digital spaces. See, dangle. Why am I doing this? I thought I was reconstituting. Wait, I turned cans into bait? How did that happen? Whatever. This game has a fishing minigame, which means it is good. Oh. Sea dangling? Yeah, the America's Army game. Like, that was an interesting thing. Because in addition to being an extremely realistic shooter, I remember that was the first game where you, like, had... your gun could jam and you had to, like, hit a different button to try to clear your gun. I do recall that... And there were even interviews about it. They weren't, like, trying to be scummy with it, but they were like... Yeah, there's this misinterpretation of what the U.S. Army experience is like, mostly set by movies like Full Metal Jacket, where they think you're going to show up to this, like, prison and be screamed at by a man. And I can't remember. I think I either conducted an interview or was listened to an interview. My memory's a little fuzzy. But a representative of the Army was basically like, yeah, we want to show people what recruitment centers look like and what barracks look like now. And it's like... That was kind of part of the point of America's Army, is that you could walk around like a barracks and a recruitment center, and you know they had couches and TVs and stuff like that. I think yeah they were definitely in the that game released 18 years ago. Yes, it's very old. It was a decent shooter though, but yeah, it was for sure trying to like it was image rehabilitation. Did the tide come in? It did. Wait, maybe not. Yeah, no, there's less beach now. That's a weird detail, I think. Maybe I'm making that up, I don't know. It's old enough to serve, yeah. It's old enough to get into like $75,000 worth of college debt. Oh, Andrew, you going to sleep? Thanks for watching, I guess. Unless I am misunderstanding you. M249 in America's Army was OP, just like in real life. That's American engineering right there. Okay. I got a speedy grow. Maybe I can use that on my Wibble Woob or whatever it was called. Oh. Yeah. Cool. I think it's sleepy time. Jericho, I appreciate that, but I will shout out people for fun, But I don't want to get in the business of promoting other people's, like, channels, because once you start doing that, then everybody wants that, but... Yes, Daddy is very tired. Ooh-woo. What a good day. No friendship points, though. It's okay. We'll get him tomorrow, Daddy. But I'm assuming the name is Madison. Hello, Madison. Shout out the person, Madison. I'm sure you're... Oh, it's here. Start collecting wishes? Eh? Daily goals, winning badges, completing tasks, winning dance tournaments. Spend the wishes in the wishy well in town. Alright. Okay. I can get a clothlet. Okay. So I'm wondering, I wonder how big the world is. You miss doing your quintessential gamer shtick from Funhouse. Not really. It's my life, baby. New fanny pack in stock. Speaking my language. Lump stump. Acquired. A woodsy ooblet found in the forest around Badgetown. Scientists are divided on classifying lump stumps, head branches as ears or horns. Seems fair. Can you shout out the piece of dust that went down my throat? Hey, Dusty. Good job out there. Oh, wait, it's still watered. What does that meter mean? I don't know. Oh, streams are much more chill than my character? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're, like, trying to, like... If you have an hour to try and produce as many bits as possible for a recording, you know, you gotta turn the juice on a little bit. But this is a different tempo because, yeah, it goes for 8 to 9 to 10 hours. It can't be all non-stop wacky goo-goo, edge of misogyny jokes. Or, you know, just straight up misogyny jokes. Why even edge? Recycle all the cans. Okay. I did not recycle all my cans. Ah. I see. Okay, so slurry is what I guess becomes bait? Where does the slurry go? You still have a bit quota? You even run like a dad? Yeah, I think everyone runs like a dad. But not really, no. Now that I'm sending some of these videos for edit, I thought about trying to change my demeanor or the way that I stream to feed into bits a little bit more. But nah. Nah, I don't think I'll do that. The problem is, like, when you're just kind of like spitting into the ether, and you're relying on an edit, then if you're always trying, like, the edit will take out all the whiffs. This is why, like, Funhouse's live streams were maybe not the best, because if you have 1 hour to try to get like 4 or 5 good bits in for a video, you're gonna swing as hard as you can every time. And you're not gonna hit every time. You don't need every bit to hit, you just need 1 or 2 to make for a really solid video. But the misses, just, they end up on the cutting room floor, you know? But if I streamed that way, you guys would be exposed to all of the try-hard bits. Like, not, let's say, like, if I'm an excellent comedian, my hit rate might be 50%. So then you guys would all have to suffer through the 50% of me trying hard and getting nowhere. And it's also really hard to do bits by yourself, yeah. Occasionally, if I'm in the right frame of mind, I can, like, be both people in a bit and do, like, kind of joke with myself and make up characters, but... that is a lot of mental energy So does the slurry stay in the machine? It does. Okay. I see. Okay. All right. I get it. That's a lot of slurry. Is turning stuff into slurry the only thing it's useful for? Notice the edits made Funhouse good and punchy. Watching Game Grumps long stream by comparison really illustrate the whiffs. Yeah. Like and the bits that work with Game Grumps, maybe this is just me, but Game Grumps are funny and amazing, by the way. And I don't mean this in any way to sound like a slight. This is more just like having like been there and known the flow. I can tell that the bits that hit and get turned into like animated and stuff, they're dumping loads of energy on it. Because sometimes when, especially if you're doing like, improv with someone else, and you both kind of realize that you've hit a good bit, and you're like, yeah, we can get some meat off the bone here. We know that this is going to be very good for the edit. Then that's when you really lean into it, and you kind of like throw a lot of energy on top of it. So I can kind of feel that energy from the, and I don't watch a lot of Game Grumps, so I guess I am just speaking out of my ass here to some degree. But ooh, a stay soggy. Oh, does that just keep the ground wet? That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, fishing just seems like you go to the ocean and pull something out. It's like a random draw item. It seems like. Alright guys, I'm maybe inhaling and exhaling a lot because my stomach feels weird. I like overate, which I didn't think was possible. I like went all morning eating very little, and then I got a whole bowl of like vegetables and beans, and I just feel really kind of gross right now. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, they have thousands of hours of one-on-one improv for sure. Yeah, if you there's a lot to be said for developing that rapport with somebody. What's up, Lucich? Welcome.
I got that right.
I like the little dot telling you they have something new to say. Oh yeah, let's see if I can buy that golden fanny pack. What did I just... Oh, I need spore bits. I didn't even know that was there. Do anything to catch the fish? No, it just happened automatically. I walked up, I hit A, that was it. So, it's not really a fishing mini game. It's really just a fishing cutscene. Yeah, I could do for a little more fishing, but I mean, like Animal Crossing is about as basic as it gets. Final Fantasy 15 though, now we're talking. Red Dead 2, speaking my language. Do you really... This dance demands 4 sticks. Sure. What happens if you bring more than one into a dance battle? Let's see. Oh, the point total goes up. Interesting. Oh boy, we got orchestra hits. Yeah, boy! Oh well. It's not a dance battle unless I'm humiliating them. Although they did just power up their dances. Might as well. What is leveling up even do? Ego. Oh, okay. New move. Alright. It's one fluster to opponent's team. You can fluster them? He does do head spins. Awesome. Can you name your pets? No. Oh, great. Look at that little guy getting down up there. What? Let's see. I need clothlets and sporbits. Sporbits, my bad. Oh boy. The Ooblet wiki admins are gonna be on my ass now. What's up, Basil? That's a good question. You too could have a leaky farm. What's up, Taffy? Canby? Canby for Taffy? Oh, here's more cans. Yeah, Sharday, this is a pretty, like, it's hard to have bad vibes playing this game. It's so utterly whimsical. And like the combat is, despite it being competitive, is like what's the word? Even the combat is like whimsical in tone. And it's like, it's not time-based. You can just pick your cards whenever you want, so very like low-stress game, I feel. I'm curious if the actual mechanics of the cards are gonna get layered. That last card I got that talked about like adding a fluster and the hype mechanic seems interesting. So you can buff yourself or debuff your enemies. What camera to use? It is too good for Twitch, really. It's a Canon EOS 7D Mark II. It's like $1,000 camera. Stephanie had one from another project that she did that she just gave to me when I basically earlier or late last year when I sort of went independent. I was talking about kind of changing from my previous webcam. You can pet the ooblets though, that's important. Excellent. Oh, they squirt out a stick? What happened? So yeah, she's just like, oh, I have this camera. It didn't, there's already a seat up there? It didn't work when she gave it to me, so I just took it to, found a local camera repair shop and had the sensor replaced. It has a cropped sensor despite those thousands of dollars. You mean like the camera output's been cropped? Yeah, I cropped it, I cropped it for use with Twitch. Not very much though. Oh! Trying to steal my points. Let's see here. Let's do these Do you think a camera helps a stream when it comes to building a community? Asking your friend. All JK asking for me. I have no idea. I really don't know. For me, I used it as a sort of an opportunity to provide a visual anchor that sort of changed between me streaming as a hobby and streaming as more of a thing. I do think that, like, people like looking at people that look good. That's a pretty fundamental thing. What's the difference between points and hype? I don't know. I think hype boosts the power of your other dance moves. Good audio and interaction, probably the most important, and most people don't even notice. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, increase the power of dance moves. So I've definitely invested a lot of time into trying to make sure my audio is nice, my audio mix is nice, and my mic is nice, and all that sort of stuff. trying to make sure I have good video quality on the stream. You know, pay attention to all those little technicals. I think people notice it even if they don't notice it. If somebody comes into a stream with a bad audio mix, they can't hear the streamer, can't hear the game, or like the streamer's voice doesn't come through clearly or isn't pleasing to listen to. I think all those things sort of contribute to somebody's enjoyment or lack of enjoyment in a stream. Oh, that's a lot of points. Bogey Blossom. Oh, thank you, KevMed. Gotta look good. Gotta look good for Twitch. The default size of the sensor is such that the lens is like 30% higher than the label suggests. Like so the lens can capture more light than the sensor is grabbing? Is that the idea? What effects you use on your vocal track? It's just an EQ into a hard limiter, and then a sidechain compressor on the game. So when I talk, the game dips a little bit. And when I don't talk, the game comes back up. If it were up to me, to be honest, I wouldn't have a webcam, and I wouldn't have an activity log. It would just be the game, because those are the streams I actually like the most. Just a nice clear mic and full screen video game. I notice frame rate stutters so hard, yet when I ask people in my stream if it looks fine, they say it looks good, but my eyes tell me no. Very much familiar with being a harsher tech critic on yourself than anyone watching is. I can't tell you the number of times I've been obsessing about a meaningless AV trifle with the entire chat begging me to stop caring. That said, I think I've got to a good spot. Oh, if you use a 30mm lens, it acts like a 40? Okay. I know almost nothing about photography, which also is kind of why I feel it feels like a little bit of overkill using a camera like this for my stream, but I'm doing it, so try and stop me.
Gibu. No. You.
Borgeses? I'm running low on Borgeses from my potion that makes you not stay awake at night thinking about embarrassing things from 10 years ago. It's called weed. People like to see their streamers, yeah. Yeah. I get it. The mix that I like, full video game with just a little commentary from somebody who's like either adding knowledge about the game or something like that, but for me, really, it's just like, I don't like covering the game. I think there's very few games where the middle left part of the screen is used for something that... I can't remember what the last one was. Three Borgeses. Alright. Go with about 20 gallons of that. Give me more. Just hook it to my veins. Yeah, that's never fun. When you're just drifting off and your brain's like, hey, wait a minute. Did you think about this? Outgrid as opposed to Ingrid? Making sand angels. Beach angels. Earn stuff? Yeah. I feel like I've been there a million times of like, I'm so bad with names. I think everyone's bad with names. Unless you make an effort. Like, you have to actually make an effort. It's tough, though. When I meet somebody new, my brain is like racing to try to not be a spaz or make them feel uncomfortable or say something stupid. That in that, like, flurry of brain activity, I just don't, I don't invest the proper mental efforts into memorizing people's names. And that's on me. Oh, stream without a webcam feels half-assed. It may not be fair, but there are a lot of streamers out there who just hit that share button on PS4, Xbox and put no effort into their stream at all. I guess that's a good point, yeah. Tertiary Chemist. Thanks for the sub. Let your Twitch butler know they are appreciated. Nah, I'm not going to. I don't want my Twitch butler to start getting, you know, huffy about anything. Also, I'm kind of upset that I said that out loud accidentally. I really hope that my service staff did not overhear that. Yeah, good. They're cowering as usual. That's kind of how I like it. Well, I mean, I guess I can bust up the rest of the stuff on my farm. It seems at this point I have to wait for things to grow. Like, that looks dry. Okay. What about people who don't like being on camera? I mean, yeah. That's the thing. I think it's certainly more comfortable to not be on camera. And you can do whatever you want, you know? Adjust your balls. You can, like, pick under your bra strap. You can do whatever you need to do. You don't have to worry about it. You can pick your nose. Eat something. Become a VTuber. What is that? Yeah, face rig is another way to do it. Just have like a arbitrary computer generated overlay. What's up, Mojo Fun Bag? That's a good name. Oof, getting a little winded here. Old man's knees don't hold up so good. Whoa, there's a lot of space here. Okay. Is this Katamari cross Goose cross Stardew Valley? What's the Goose part? Oh, Goose Simulator? No, it's Stardew Valley cross Pokemon, I think, really. I don't know how I'm gonna get all these, what's-its clothlets. So I got 2 growing. A Sweetie Beady will help me finish that other quest. Oh, you were able to hear me chew? Aw, dang it. I was hoping not. Luckily, the chewing, it was like vegetables, and I feel like, Kisune, correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't want to, like, put really gross, like, munching and chewing sounds out to the internet. But I feel like chomping on a vegetable is a pretty comfy sound. That feels good, right? I think it'd be more like if it really up close and you got all the, like, the wet smacking sounds. That'd be insufferable. Oh, John? No worries about the raid, my dude. I always enjoy watching the master thrash some souls. How are things going? Just plunging through them edits today? I've been getting back in the YouTube game, which means now we're direct competitors. We're not direct competitors. I don't think people would choose to watch my shit over like a full produced video. Love everyone's input. I'm slowly starting with myself streaming. Oh. Love me early into gaming to Funhouse days. Man, those were wild days. Need to get me some pick-me-ups. My memory for chat people's names is incredibly impressive. I mean, I've been... you know what, I'll accept the compliment. I've just, I've been streaming for like years now. So I'm getting to the point where I'm seeing people's names pop up over and over. It's actually really cool. You know, I never really had that vibe of being in a social place where people come and go, and just incidentally you get to know people and their lives. Like, you know, if you go to the same bar every night or something like that. The closest I ever got to that vibe was like old Quake 2 servers. Yeah, dating myself here, but I would like find some that I had decent pings to, and by decent I mean like sub 400 milliseconds. And going enough, like I'd start to notice some regulars there, and you know, between matches we'd just chat, and I'd get to know like this person works this kind of job, this person is in school. Never met them, never knew their names. It was like, when that started happening, it was one of the first times I was like, man, I really am in the future. It's happening. I remember ringing in the year 2000 playing Counter-Strike. Y2K bug didn't really hit. But yeah, everything comes back to Quake 2, no matter what. Kevman, thank you for the sub. Grumpy Fuck and Tertiary Chemist, thank you guys. If you sleep at daytime, it'll give you some energy and not make it the next day. Oh, you can take a little nap? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Oh, maybe I can get that fanny pack. I probably can't, but... Ooh, no. Looks so good, though. The text is hovering above the receipt. remember what those are for. They're not recipe pieces. Or are they? I don't think they do anything.
Huh?
Churls, weirdo. Kirko, I am enjoying the game, but I gotta admit, it's not... I guess I was expecting a more Pokemon experience where they throw you your first ooblet and they're like, okay, go! And then you go out adventuring. My initial experience has been mostly confined to the town, trying to wrap up like the initial slate of quests that they give me. I do appreciate the fact that they give you tasks and then just kind of leave it to what you want to do. I think like that's the way to do it. Ah, no care roots. Did that with Soldier of Fortune 2. Nice. Man, what a game. Hey, Wombat Duck. Okay, I'll go take a nap. Midday nap. This looks more like Animal Crossing than Pokemon. Yeah. A lot of the vibes so far has been like Animal Crossing Harvest Moon more than Pokemon. Even the dance fights are more like, I guess... I gotta... Oh boy, you don't get much. Oh. Harvest crops, plant a carrot, collect an uncommon ooblet seed. I don't know that I can do any of those things. Oh. I can pick a clappy claw. This is a customized character? A little bit, yeah. You get some character options when you make your character at the beginning. Oh, Slenders, so you are recognizable because you've gifted subs. So you do have a recognizable name. That was one of my things, right? Pick a thing. Oh, harvest 0 out of 5 crops. Jeez, I guess oobs and crops are different. It's also very early access. That's true. It doesn't feel like it right now. Hopefully nothing I said constituted as like legitimate complaints. It's more just observations at this point. So let me think here. I don't even know what a Borgus is. There's a C-plop. That's interesting that you need items to dance fight. Yeah, in Deadpool, this game is like weapons grade charming. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, see you, Lemillions. Congratulations again, by the way. Hopefully you have a great night. You should extract as much pride and satisfaction from this event as you possibly can. Dang it. It's true. Technically true. So, does it consume the planks? Also, is there a downtime to bringing in a bigger crew? I mean, it raises the point value for both teams. If someone feels that they're lurking, just remember that there are other lurkers that write once in a red moon. Yeah, I am a heavy lurker on tons of channels, so nothing wrong with lurking. To me, that's kind of for me at least, that is sort of the operative value of Twitch, is just having something on in the background. Does the beat of the music go with how tired you are? I don't think so. It does sound like it might be a bit of a like, ooh. I think this doesn't sound substantially lower energy, really. Not to me anyway. So where do you see your hype meter? Oh, okay, there's 2 little fires next to the beats. This earns 4, but with 2 hype, what will it earn? 4, okay. Maybe you have to build up enough hype to, like, cause another status effect to happen. Oh, that says 3 now. Wow, that's a lot. That's 6. Yeah, this will get me the win. I wonder if that uses the hype. It's still there. Is this a Switch exclusive? No, it's not on Switch. Currently, it is exclusive to the Epic Games Store. Used to be a lurker for the longest time. For me, I lurk mostly because I'm doing other stuff, you know? Oh, Marzard. Yeah, Twitch did not raise their bandwidth caps, but you can just send Twitch higher than 6 sometimes. So I did an amount of experimenting on this a while ago. First of all, there's a little tick box in OBS. I don't know if you're using OBS, but there's a little tick box that says enforce service encoding settings. If that is ticked, it will always send out 6 megabit because that's what Twitch wants, really. You can send more than 6. I have mine set to 8, which sometimes it goes up to 9. And Twitch will still ingest it and put the stream out, which is pretty great. You can go higher than that too. Weirdly, if you go over 8, Twitch will not give you a 1080p option anymore. So I tried like 10, and for some reason, even though I was sending it a 1080p signal, it only gave 720p. So maybe there's some kind of thing there where, like, if you send it a high bit rate, it'll just transcode it down into something. So for me, 1080p 60 at 8 megabits is the best, I guess, visual quality that I can deliver through Twitch right now. But whatever. Congrats on a new badge. Why did Twitch age-gate this for me? Oh, I have age-gated my own channel. So it's not on a given day or a given game. But, you know, sometimes I'll play titty games, and I say grown-up words, so I figured it was a good idea to just throw the age-gate on. I probably shouldn't have that, by the way. Now that I'm streaming on Twitch more deliberately, it's probably a good idea to turn that off. Or maybe turn it on specific days so I don't get in trouble, but... On YouTube, age-gating something massively destroys its performance because you remove all the views that you could get from people who don't have accounts because you have to make an account to watch age-gated stuff. I wonder if it's the same on Twitch. I do wonder. So I need to experiment with that. Well, I guess I gotta keep waiting for things to sprout. That's okay, end of another day. Grown-up words like poopy. Brandon, you made me say it. Dang it! Dang it, Brandon! Trying to trick me into... Gosh. Now chat's out here saying grown-up words like butt. Oh, I did it again, dang it! Don't cuss. Please don't say swear words. My youth pastor would be very upset. Okay, so weeds grow back. Assholes. I got that. My youth pastor would love this shirt from Mega 64, but it's like pure white, so I'm waiting to lose a little more weight before I start wearing it. So much of my t-shirt wardrobe has been sorted to the back of my closet because I've been too lumpy to wear it. But I'm on the path now. I'm gonna get trim as heck. Almost said a bad word. Man, I need my body to digest what I put in it. I got so annoyed with being hungry that I ate just like an assload of spinach and I just feel gross. I did good. Ooh. Look at these oobs. They have bras for men? Yeah, they have like compression shirts and stuff. A speedy grow? Yeah, I could use that. That's a lot of speedy grows. I wanted to stop by and welcome you to the neighborhood, but I figured a letter involves a lot less social anxiety. That's why you're reading this instead of me knocking at your door. How about you a cupcake? Thanks, Padre. I've already stolen one, but I'll take this one too. Why is the music kind of weird right now? I guess that's just how the music is sometimes. Kind of Earthbound vibes. I keep getting that. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm like thinking about it too hard. If you fertilize it, it's like done now. Excellent. Those are going into my inventory, right? Okay, good. Well, I can deliver that quest now. Can't remember. Yeah, Era needed the sweetie beatie. Oh, you can just like fertilize something until it's done. There's not like a once per day thing. Cool. All right. Well, that's 2 more clothlets. That's good. Still need 2 more. I don't know how I'm gonna get those. Maybe once I turn in the sweetie beatie, I'll get enough gummies to buy more clothlet seeds. Hey, Musashi, thanks for the sub. Already 5 months, yeah? Time is moving on. Used to lurk here silently for a few years without any accountable trouble in the age gate. Honestly, made a Twitch account to try and show more present countable support when you went solo. Oh, damn, well thank you. Okay. That's good to know. Appreciate the information. Awesome. Then yeah, I guess whether you have an account or not, it's just you have to click the button. I guess then I won't be able to get all those numbers from embedding my stream on wikis and stuff. Hey, Revenge of MTC, thank you. Thank you for gifting a sub. Starting a dangerous trend of
say it, but you're in bad shape.
de-lurking and then immediately getting gifted a sub. No. I see this printer in action though. Quincy, thank you for the cheers. Oh shoot, I dropped these biddies. I will hold those for you. I will do that. Pushing to increase chances of riding elevators alone. Just pouring it directly down my throat. Elevator rides alone are a treasure, and I savor them. I don't understand why there's stuff coming out back there. Oh, it's like a vent fan. Ah. That's right, you can... Wait, what did that say? How do you sell? How do you sell? Oh! Here we go. This is what I've needed. Okay. I'm annoyed that it took me this long to find this. I don't know if I need more planklets, but whatever. Okay. Okay, and cloth plants. No, yeah, I do. Okay. A dump truck? Thanks for the sub. Did you make your character old? No, I did, yeah. It's not the only character model. You get to choose your character model. Just... There's no one out there holding it down for the elderly gamers. So... As usual, it falls to me to be the hero. I guess I used it all. Yeah, the running animation is great. Especially like tilt back when the jets kick in. And I love when you turn, like your entire body like wiggles around. Left for a few hours. How far are you into the game? Well, a few hours. I don't know. I think I've been playing it for like a couple hours now. Oob-wide economy by completing some bulk goods orders for plenties. I can do that. Quincy, thanks for the prime. It's a reverse Naruto run. Yeah, you're right. Leaning back, hands in front. plenty. He's alright. Invoice.
Oh. You. Ski.
Okay. That's a lot. Oh, you only get one at a time? Okay. Nice. It's a lot of Sweetie Beaties, but I think Sweetie Beatie seeds are pretty cheap. One of our to-doozies is to increase our town's exports by fulfilling a few plenty orders. Okay. I can handle that.
When?
You gonna play Ghost? Yeah. Comes out tomorrow. 20 nernies. Ah. It needs seeds. I don't know what that does. Oh, okay, it added more seeds. It meat seeds. Meats need feeds. Keep thinking about that. Gonna join the wholesome wagon, but I don't want to burn your leg. What? Ah, Sweetie Beaties, yeah. I needed 15 of them. Alright. Oh, so close. Yeah, this is Coldwreck, hey, thanks for the sub. You got that fat ass sub too. That donktacular sub. Alright. Yeah, it's 15, perfect. Chum! Holy crap, dude! Thanks for the 10 subs. You make farming farming lucrative over here. Thank you so much. You guys. Pompadoot! A milky fruit can be processed into Pompadoot juice using a swooshler. Takes 5 days to grow. So what's the scheme about? Well, John, man. I don't understand how anything you see before you is not immediately recognizable. Frankly, you should be ashamed for not instantly knowing everything the game's about. So, you know, that's embarrassing for you. That's embarrassing. This game new? Yeah, the early access launched Tuesday, I think. Mecha, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Ajax with 3? Gosh. You guys have the hype train already blown out. First hype train of the day and you're destroying it. It's gardening and Pokemon. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Just saw the emotes, yeah. I could probably do better with my emote game, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, thank you, Ajax. Ajax, Mecha, Chum, thank you guys. I am but a simple farmer, growing my sweetie beaties. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Something badge. You're earned cognate okay. Dictated but not read. Did the fishy write that one? Good stuff. Slenders, thanks for gifting a sub. There you are again. You're in there. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah. Been hoping for a hot take or a spicy emote? Yeah. I only have 2 more sub slots right now because I've burned them out with just a bunch of words. But I'm probably gonna do another 24-hour subathon soon. And those tend to push up my my emote slots quite a bit. Yeah, I have a somebody's working on a rage emote, which is basically just me, an animated version of me with like flamey eyes and stuff like that. So that's kind of close, but yeah, there's the rant emote. But a hot take emote would be pretty good. Tuck Norris, thank you for gifting 5 subs. At 91% on this hype meter. So close. Well, I guess I gotta just keep waiting for this. Oh no, wait, I bought new... Didn't I buy new... Yes, wait, no, where are they? Maybe I didn't buy anything new. I thought I bought seeds for the thing. Okay, the cloth, see, I already planted them. Alright. Need a mind freak emote? Ah, good call. I'm always freaking minds. Is the Pride emote giveaway over? I don't know. Dang it. Carrots. I'm about to grow a muzz. I need gummies. What year of your life do you think you developed as a person the most? That's a good question. Oh shoot, there are cloudlets just growing here? Shoot, I'm done. Alright. I think when I was 24, 25, I finally was able to get visibility on some pretty drastic character behavioral flaws of mine. Doesn't mean I fixed them, but I was made aware of them, and then I was able to finally start working on them, I think. Like, I had been confused, like a lot of young dudes, I think, that grew up playing video games, was confused about why I was unable to find anyone that was willing to spend time with me in any romantic capacity. I just had to, like, get the proper objective is impossible, but the proper, I guess, mindset to really grasp how broken some of my thinking was, and especially how much emotional vulnerability I was venting into my demeanor, I guess. It's that breaking line between refusing to believe or having the inability to see certain severe character flaws, or what's the word? Just like, I guess, carrying around a lot of emotional baggage. And if you can't see it or you don't recognize it, then that baggage sort of takes control of you. It dictates how you act and how you react to things. So I was very I was wound up pretty tight for a long time because I had my own. These camera movements are wild. Carrying around, you know, a pretty big chip on my shoulder and stuff. Beware running out of inventory space. It's a real problem. Yeah, I need that fanny pack. Thank you guys for the sub hype. It was right neighborly of you. Now I don't have a drippy house anymore. What's going on in here? Do I have a normal bed now? Is it? Nope, just a cot. Same thing. It's just dry. Alright, well, you know, there's that. Yeah, oh, Itchy, this is not on Steam. This is on Epic Game Store. It's one of them indie games that they probably threw money at, I hope. Rip Dank House. Yeah. Dank House. Beware the Dank House. They thought it was a normal house, but it wasn't. Dank House. Coming this summer. This is gonna be a pretty deep internet cut, but I remember the Something Awful crew made a real dumb video called Doom House. God, this was in like the mid-2000s, I think. And it was very much on the wave of like absurdist internet comedy well before that was established, or before YouTube kind of made it an official thing. But I think about Doom House sometimes. Better watch out. This house will be your Doom house. Fragmaster? What's he up to these days? I think we all don't need to know what Low Tax is up to. What do these do? Orthopedic coaster set. I mean, that sounds good. Why are the receipts on the floor and why are they sparkling? I have to pick them up. I have to. Anti-microscopic anything hand wipes. They just don't go anywhere. I don't... Oh, okay. This is neat. Ah. I don't know a lick of what you just said. I mean, it's probably on YouTube if you want to look up Doom House. But maybe you don't have to. I don't know. I think at this point, I haven't watched it in forever, but I feel like it would be an interesting case study on early internet comedy. Oh, there it goes. Spirit Grip. Thank you. I'm not telling you it's good, all right? I want to make that very clear. You can approach it with an academic desire to see early internet comedy. Battle dancing your way into the Oobnet Tower. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious how difficulty will work in this game. Because it feels like sometimes in games like collectible card games, when you lose, it feels like it was either luck of the draw or they just had cards that were too good. So we'll see. There's a 65-35 chance I'm gonna fall asleep, so I'm gonna lurk. Alright.
Hello?
Well, thanks for de-lurking for a bit. Hopefully you have a nice relaxing nap. Or not. People's pewters used to be able to talk to each other and share information.
Ren.
I don't understand why we didn't just call them pewters.
Miss?
PCs. So dumb. Let's just call them pewter. I guess that could get mixed up with like pewter, the element that you use, or the like metal that I guess flakes off lead a lot, so probably shouldn't be making things with it, but... What's up, Arter? Hello. There's a big lever in the back that looks ripe for flipping. These dang old rowdy ooblets. I can't wait to headspin on these assholes. Oh yeah, the guild. Yeah. I mean, I was whining about this yesterday, I think, sort of reminiscing on the still alive wave of nerd culture. And it, like, I agree. I don't think the guild was bad, actually. I think it was like... I think the majority of what people enjoyed about it was that the implicit, like, confirmation bias of having any kind of budget and solidarity around internet jokes. It's one of those things where, like, the entire world watched Star Wars, but for some reason, nerds still thought it was, like, a powerful social connection to find somebody else who liked Star Wars. I feel like the same wave kind of happened with, like, the World of Warcraft. It was a worldwide phenomenon. It did not make you an outlier to play World of Warcraft, but there was still this, like, implicit belief that if you were a gamer, you were on the fringes of society, and thus, like, the fact that there was a whole show around these things that you experienced seemed so, like, warm and validating. Mid-2000s nerd culture was awful. It was a bunch of people who were enjoying the world's most popular entertainment, lamenting that they were looked down upon in a fringe group. Luckily, most of that has passed. Most of it. By the way, just to be clear, the show itself, The Guild, didn't have any of that. I think most people liked it because it represented, like, validation to them. I think that's been the case with a lot of, like, video game movies and stuff, too. Hey, what's up, Gabe? Hello. Ooh. Clomp. Oh, there's two Clomp. There's two beetles. This is bad. Yeah, best toast. I mean, that was the other side of the old internet. So, like, in the mid-2000s, like part of the internet was hitting popularity, and that was like base memes and stuff, all your base cake is a lie. It was this very commodified, and I'm gonna be honest, like hyper white version of internet culture. Like Pollen Storm and like nerdcore rap and just like all these like very early nerd culture things that started breaking into mainstream. Meanwhile, there were still like edgy enclaves on the internet like Something Awful, where people would go and post edgy shit thinking that just saying things you're not allowed to say in polite company constitutes humor. That said, there were a lot of genuinely funny things that existed alongside all the garbage things. So it's a weird mix. But yeah, the internet has gotten better, despite the lamentations of people that it's gotten worse. I don't see that at all. Yeah, Big Bang Theory. Yep. Yes, very Big Bang Theory vibes of like early internet. I remember going to I think it was an anime convention, and people were waiting in line for a panel, and then one dude started singing Still Alive, and then they all started singing Still Alive, and I wanted my skin to melt off, because it felt like I was just in an episode of Big Bang Theory, where everyone was patting themselves on the back for like finding people that got their references. I get it. It's like, I get being lonely. Big yike theory. I get being lonely, and I shouldn't make people feel bad for reveling in community, but it's a little creepy when I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. I guess I would like to see people move on quickly from that phase of socialization. Whoa. That reminded me of like the Mario 3 jingle when you're in like the casino house flipping cards. Yeah, bazinga indeed, Morgie. Indeed. Okay, well, it just gave me another one, so whatever. Barzoople! Yeah, that dude's passing out, but he's still shuffling. Yeah, Rick and Morty was another kind of surfacing of that sort of thing, except I feel like Rick and Morty became the rallying cry of every like hyper intelligent, like put into AP classes kind of like junior high to high school kid who needed their intelligence validated. And this was a show that like seemed to speak directly to them and pat them on the head for getting some very basic philosophical concepts. There's a few artists I still follow from Newgrounds, and I've noticed all of them are the ones who apologize for their jokes back then. The ones I don't follow like to complain about how PC everything has gotten. Yeah. It's, I don't want to imply that there's a direct correlation between growing up, well, maybe I will. Correlation between growing out of that phase. I don't necessarily, like, I get edgy sometimes too still. It's fun to dabble, but it shouldn't be everything about you. I think at a certain point it's important to understand that there's very little social value in challenging the status quo. And I think part of that is understanding that you're not the first person to do it. And if you want to, like, find a niche in this world, like saying, is racism really all that bad? Guess what? Everyone's tried. Everyone's still trying. I think it is a natural reaction to, like, when you're growing up and you're kind of trying to figure out who you are and what you're doing in the world. And if you want to make media, and there's a big sign that says don't go here, you're like, I'm gonna go there. Because it seems like that's an easier pasture to stake out a claim, I think. I'll be the only one brave enough to do all the things they tell me not to do. And then when you invariably get clapped for it, then it feels like you're like, well, I'm just out here trying to do the thing everyone else is doing. Why am I getting punished for this? And then, So I guess hype just adds, in subsequent turns, it just adds extra points to all your moves. Okay. So, there's some strategy there. You could, like, build hype early in the dance fight and ride it at the end. The questioning is fine. For some things, I don't know. Some things don't need to be questioned anymore. It's like, to some degree, we need to inherit the wisdom and the discoveries of our past. Otherwise, we're just going to burn time figuring the same things out over and over and over again. I do think it's a fallacy to think that you now in this moment are more equipped or more intelligent than anyone else has been. Now, I agree. There's no reason to not take swings at things that haven't been solved. Like, if you just assumed that everyone already tried their hardest, then nothing would be discovered and nothing would be like investigated. And certainly, it's worth like figuring out new encryption algorithms. Like, top scientists have tried to figure this out. Who knows? Maybe some college kid will their neurons will fire in the right way and they'll figure it out, and then they'll revolutionize computing. That could happen. But when it comes to being like, well, hold on, is racism really bad? Like, and I'm being hyper reductive, of course. I don't put nearly the value on. On like just doing the same old thing, I guess. It's kind of how I feel sometimes. Why can't I do this? Ooblet is oh, interesting. You can stun specific. Huh. What headset do I use? Is a HD58X Sennheiser. I got it as part of a promotion when I was doing Inside Gaming stuff, so I got very lucky there. I would take Aaron from Game Grumps, for example. Anytime he apologizes for his old racist jokes, a bunch of people come out saying he's changed and he needs to remember his roots. Well, I'll say this. There are, as much as there are people who feel validated by Rick and Morty talking about existentialism or whatever, there are people who feel validated by people making racist jokes. Like, making a joke about race, like, on one hand, it can help you process some very dark things in the world. So the game volume is a bit loud. Yeah, I can take the edge off. Also, I'm talking more now. And combat music is a little loud. But if you joke about it, it automatically reduces its severity, which is a coping mechanism. And certainly I think a lot of people enjoy retreating into a mental space where the things that they're told are huge problems are not, because it takes the implied burden away from an individual for doing anything about it or being responsible for it. I think that's mostly the mental dance that happens with a lot of people, because it happens with me too, you know? Might be a big turn for Team Clomper. Oh boy, we got a lot of cards stacking up. Oh no. There's a lot of hype happening here. Oh, okay. I had one Fluster. Ooh. Well, I could... Yeah, I've got 4 points. I could win. I want to know what Fluster is, but... I think a pitfall with that line of thinking is good ideas haven't exclusively won over time. First principles thinking is valuable, and there isn't enough of it. Still, there's a difference between being contrarian or disagreeable for the sake of it versus recognizing problems in society as it currently exists. I think that's more my take. Is a lot of the edgy humor that used to dominate the internet, and a lot of the edgy humor that people seem to want to defend now. It's not constructive in intent. It's merely pointing out or playfully reducing the severity of an existing problem. Where do you stand on the old Funhouse edgy comedy or even your own jokes? Have you thought much about it? Yeah, I mean, I have. I will... Oh, that's kind of neat. For myself, I think a lot of it is just being an amateur and put into circumstances where you don't necessarily have the time or even the infrastructural system to really think about the implications of what you're saying. I will say it is concerning to me the bits that I'm attached to that stick with people, because they do end up being the, you know, edgy, racially charged ones. I will get that seed. South Park didn't argue for centrism. It argued that all sides are flawed and no one is above criticism and parody. That's true, but at some point, at some point, South Park can strike the tone that everything is equally criticizable, which I don't necessarily know is true, you know? If one person is like, I'm trying to think of an appropriate comparison here. It's like, if one person's, I don't know, burning something in their sink, and the other one's throwing gasoline on their front yard and lighting it on fire. They're both doing something stupid, but I think one is much more severe than the other. And I think South Park has, in the attempt to seem... I mean, I'm okay with them, like, taking everything down a peg. Sometimes I do think it's like, they can make two sides of a thing seem equally stupid, which is not always the case, but that's also my perspective. So, that's all me. I just hope Funhouse doesn't become PC House at the end of the day. Watch their stuff for fun. Yeah, I mean, I think the greatest challenge is to be funny and entertaining without... I mean, there's theories that all comedy involves some sort of, like, schadenfreude, of, like, making light of someone's troubles. It's, you know, even if it's as simple as laughing at somebody getting hit in the beanbag with a football. But I do think it's possible, and I would say, for me, personally, a goal to come up with humor that doesn't rely on any preconception of negativity. There are, like, and this is a fairly recent example, but the show The Good Place, they'll make jokes at, like, Floridians' expense. I'll say that. That's, like, the only kind of, like, capitalizing on some kind of negative stereotype thing that show does. But a lot of the humor in that show is just, like, solid joke writing. And that's only where it comes from. It's, like, it's just dialogue. It's good timing. It's intelligent pacing. And then, you know, you also have stuff like Monty Python, which, you know, Flying Circus can be very hit or miss. But their movies, you know, they wrap social context into their humor and their parody. So that's a way where you can, like, make fun of somebody, but also try to have a message and a constructive intent at the same time. I don't know. Maybe if I thought about it a lot more, and I probably should, I could develop more, a more rooted, comedic philosophy. But, I think there's danger in making any subject sacred. Oh, I agree. The more untouchable a subject is, the harder it is to talk about, and that makes problems related to that subject nearly impossible to solve. I appreciate comedy for clearing the sacred spaces for conversation. Yeah, no, that's absolutely its value. I just think it's
Ren.
I think you can. It's subjective, and no one likes hearing that because subjectivity is like the enemy of winning a discussion of this sort. But I really do think a lot of that you have to read into the intent of a joke. You know, are you deriving comedy from an unfortunate thing, like connected to that, but leaving a question for the audience to ponder, or are you entertaining the audience by implying that these negative things in the world actually are not that big of a deal? And I think often amateur comedy does the latter, which is just, it's repeating, you know, verboten phrases in an offhanded way, and the humor of it is like, this isn't a big deal. I can pee on the electric fence just fine. Hey, Blue Bandito. I'm not saying Funhouse is worse now, I'm just saying I don't want it to be. I will admit, I think to some degree the culture is moving on, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It was a bit of a wake-up call for me to, like, go to meetups and stuff and have people, like, meet the age sometimes of people that watched our content. Like, I would never call out anyone's parenting, but sometimes I did want to be like, okay, but you... I would always talk with the parents a little bit and be like, you watch this too, right? You're not just letting your kids take this in without any kind of, like, scrutiny. Keep watching, keep rocking that big Dankenstein. I will rock this Oob energy all day.
Look.
Like Beatrice. Now there's a big Harvest Moon reference. I wish someone would try to win my affection by giving me gifts every day. I will give you a stack of carrots. Until you marry me. What am I doing here? Sweetie beaties. Break 3 rocks. Plant a muzz. Crook 1 hop dob. Oh, cook 1 hop dob. That's a carrot hot dog. Interesting.
Oh.
Poor man's is so tired. What is the funhouse demographic? I always thought it was Uni Age Plus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. For the purposes of sales and YouTube metrics, 18 to 34-year-old male. But, I don't know, YouTube metrics seem weirdly skewed. And also, if people are watching underage, like, YouTube's not going to tell you that because they either didn't make an account or they lied on their account, so... Yeah, I honestly don't have a fix on it. It is subjective, but there are 2 people responsible in every communication, the speaker and the audience. In our society, the speaker seems to be solely responsible for their interpretation of their audience. They certainly share the blame, so being responsible is a good idea, but you aren't solely responsible for the purposely bad actors who hear what you say and are misunderstood in your intent or meaning. That's true to a point. And by your process, this may be me owning too much of it. I think that if there's an incident where your audience massively misunderstands what you said or takes it a certain way, that's a whoopsie. But what is then on you is if you do the same thing later, knowing that they reacted that way. I think if you tell a joke and people don't appreciate the subtlety of it, or they take it to be just a slight on gender or a slight on race, that, like, yeah, maybe it's not the mentally healthiest thing to own that entirely, but I think what that does is say next time, maybe change your delivery. I do agree that a performer is not solely responsible for their audience's reception, but a performer should certainly take the audience perception and reaction in mind when they're evolving and tuning their performance. I think if I need a carrot, damn it. I think if a performer has enough instances of an audience reacting a certain way to their material, and they continue to do it without any alteration, then they are tacitly also responsible for the continued reception there. I am a fan of Whitest Kids You Know. Yeah. Big fan. Whitest Kids You Know is fascinating because they, from what I've seen, they do dabble in edgy humor, but it's never like... It doesn't have that really gross, kind of grimy underfeel. I love that mindset on comedy. I think the best stand-ups look at things with that much introspection. For as controversial as he is, Dave Chappelle is very critical of how he delivers stuff and the influence it can have. Oh, for sure. And he's said as much about how, like, I tried to make these jokes with this consideration and this thought, and all you guys got was like a black stereotype out of it, or screaming this phrase. And I can certainly understand how that would be disheartening. Are there any of your old references or jokes people quoted you that you'd rather they didn't? I'm not gonna say that, because I don't want, like, imagine there is one, and I say it now, and somebody thinks back and they're like, oh my god, I did that. I don't want to make anyone feel bad about that sort of thing. Ooh. Wait, no, fight these guys. So I wonder if this consumes my spore bits. I did not... I shouldn't say this before I know for sure, but... in my mind right now, I can think of a few things that, like... I may not be the proudest of, but there's nothing that I'm outright ashamed of. Hey, Venons. Mushenka, thank you for the sub. You're gonna be playing Ghosts in 4 hours? Does it unlock them? I worry for Funhouse in the cancel culture age. They've flown under the radar so far, but there's a metric ton of stuff they've done that would get them in serious trouble if someone jumped on it. I don't think so. Again, I think intent says a lot there. And I think you can find enough intent. Honestly, the biggest thing that Funhouse did that wasn't okay then and still isn't is straight up putting porn in YouTube videos. That's like we censored just enough, and that was honestly the thing that drove our entire business. No joke, was demo disc and having porn at the end. That drove up our subscribers. It was the highest thing viewed on our entire channel, and it created the audience that then went over into things that earned money, like a podcast. I'm not making that up, by the way. It was censored. Andrew, go back and watch some of those demo discs and ask yourself if that's an appropriate amount of censorship for like a 12-year-old to be watching. And maybe for you it is, but in America, your average household, no way would that fly. With like your average parent, nah. Add 3 trepidation and a stun. What the heck? What's trepidation? I'm bitterly stunned. So that's not, you know, all told, that's not really so bad. I think someone could paint Funhouse in a terrible light. Yeah, intent is important. No, I think if somebody went out of their way to go to like construct a, you know, like a sizzle reel that makes the channel look really bad, you could do that. But you could do that with most things. Oh, intent didn't save Sarah Silverman. I guess that's a good point. Yeah, sometimes oh, okay, an annoying extra card. That's what trepidation is. Gotcha. I guess I don't know the specific context with Sarah Silverman, but I don't know. I have 2 hype downs now too. Interesting. This is an interesting mechanic here. Demo disc was just generally more entertaining since it had that just friends hanging out feel. Yeah, Eclipse Husky. I won't say that, like, I think it would be a little presumptuous of me to imply that that was the only thing that mattered. I think Demo Disc is a fantastic show concept, and it was also the show we invested all of our editing resources into. So, for the first couple of years of the channel, it was the hallmark show, but I'm under no illusions that, like, porn helped a lot. And it was at the end, so, you know, you leave people, like, feeling like they just watched something awesome. And also a lot of the thumbnails were extremely sexual. Like, just things you can't do on YouTube now. For arguably good reason. You know, if any of the YouTube advertisers that were on our channel back then knew what they were being advertised against, they'd probably have a problem with it. Damn, that's a good-ass skill right there. I will get to see, though. Funhouse responsible for who watches, though. If it's age restricted and whatever, I wouldn't necessarily put any blame on them. So Morgie, that was the thing, is that we would edit the porn as absolutely little as we had to not get age restricted. That was the goal. So essentially we would like, and we would test this every week, is and especially when I was editing Demo Disc. Holy crap, it was a pain in the ass. I would take a edit pass on it and blur as little as I possibly could, like just the intercourse, really, and then we'd upload it and see if it got age gated. And if it did, I would edit it again and increase the mask a little bit, just drag it out, and we just keep going until it would sit on YouTube with full ads. Oh, more cans. You guys saw the way we caught it. Can't blame you for taking advantage of the system. I mean, that was our job. That was our job. But, I mean, those are the choices we made. Don't have enough energy to pick up those cans. This old feller's all tuckered out. If you were assholes in real life, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. Those are funny videos in general. I remember one of your videos called Age Restricted or something. Yeah. I mean, that was simpler times. That was basically all you had to care about. Was whether or not something got age restricted. I thank you for taking advantage of the system because porn is horny. Solid oobs today. This is a demo disc thumbnail on YouTube. Oh yeah. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can show that on stream now. Yeah. I mean, dude, he's cummed on himself. Illmatic. Thanks for the sub. I mean, it catches your eye. Here's the thing though. And this is probably the best way that I can put it because I think it describes YouTube to a T. Imagine that we're out there making thumbnails like that with Tony Montana like spraying all over his own chest. And somehow that slips through YouTube because they don't have that hot AI yet. And over here is somebody trying to do comedy the clean way because they know kids are watching and they have a conscience and they're trying to like put up thumbnails that don't have a dude jizzing all over himself that just displays on YouTube to anyone searching. Guess what video people are going to click on. So it's a weird dynamic. And I think it oh, it's raining. I don't have to do shit today. That's big Harvest Moon energy right there. That's kind of part of it though. It's like I guess it's loosely described as a race to the bottom scenario, but for a long time on YouTube, especially I think with the median age of the audience, you were tacitly rewarded for being as edgy as possible. And that's still true to a large degree. I think that's the cultivation process through which we get enlightened YouTube thinkers who begin every video with a heavy sigh and then tell you what EA's done today. And not really, but kinda invite their audiences to brigade people. Yeah. Is it unhealthy to be a porn enthusiast? I wouldn't say so. Track paddling. I don't think it's any different than being a fan of any other kind of medium. It sounds like you're well past the point where you just want to get off, so... Oh. I enjoy reading and watching interviews with the stars and watch their stuff as a legit hobby. Hey man, that's fine. Are you interested in making it into the adult entertainment industry? Yeah, Paul Moore, if you're referring to... Oops, hold on, I saw a link in chat. Oh, geez. Titty shirt? Nice. Crops into their powdered forms? Oh. Must be operated by an ooblet. Oh, okay, so you have to, like, leave one of your boys behind? Sprin's got a fabric cuter. I actually did not know that. Yeah, I should go check that out. Oh. Block weed growth and increase your walk speed. What? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh no, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Whoa. I need a plan! Can you... Oh. I should go sell some stuff. Yeah, JC, that's the, let's see here. I feel like IGN Funhouse has always walked the line of their thumbnails being clickbait with just enough tongue-in-cheek to it. That's the idea. If you are ever forced into, or if circumstances dictate certain aspects about what you have to do, then you own it. Own it and make it a joke. At least that was my operating methodology. So if you have to use clickbait to be competitive on YouTube, then make the clickbait part of the experience. That was always my operative idea about most of the productions I did, is they had to be low rent by definition, because I didn't have resources or time or equipment. So because of that, I kind of intentionally made everything I produced really rickety and low budget. So it's like, instead of just trying to ignore that those aspects are there, you lean into them and make it part of the show, because you're going to be stuck with it regardless. That was always kind of my philosophy. Good day to plant new seeds. Is there a way to, like, untill? What if I put... Can I put... Oh, I can. Okay. No, I cannot. Maybe if I till it again. Nope. Clickbait Meadow is part of the fun. I'm glad you thought that. It is kinda. I mean, I always thought that was part of the fun of being on YouTube. Like if you didn't enjoy that part of the game, it was not going to go super well, because that was so much of it. Titling and thumbnailing. Oh, wood seed. Oh. Wait, mushroom uber seed. Ooh, okay. Retilling should make it go back to normal? Doesn't appear to. Oh, it does say remove. Wait. Huh? Oh, there it goes. Huh. Well, shoot. I've already planted something there now. Oh, well. Maybe I'll wait until all my crops get planted, then I'll think of a better layout. Can you pick the squares up off the ground? They go. Oh, they do go back into your inventory. All right. So to the two gentle chatters, I see a bit of a bit of heat popping up. It might be worth backing off some of those argumentative points. I'll admit this is, if you can read the tone in the air, this is probably a little more of a liberal leaning stream. So I don't know. You might ruffle some feathers if you start. Yeah, characterizing protests and stuff that way. I can see that perspective. I'll say that, but I don't know that tearing down statues of Confederate war heroes is necessarily a thing. Like, I don't know that we have to be that protective of that. You're gonna be live streaming the Xbox event. Yes, I am. 3 fluster. Y'all aren't gonna be able to do anything. Interesting. Well, Palmore, I mean, that word may have been a little charged, but I mean, you can't be okay with people catching like tear gas canisters to the face, can you? Unless, I mean, I feel like unless there's an element of that dichotomy I'm misunderstanding, it's that, I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at that big damp pad there. How embarrassing. Brandon, well said. Yeah. They get real toasty under there. And I use a generous amount of antiperspirant, so I don't know what's going on there, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, pits are oobin. Kind of oobin. Morty, what is turn the hour? Holy shit, man. He's going crazy. I do have an hourglass on my desk. It's just not visible right now. When I play Witcher, I have a webcam on my desk pointed at a candle, and then I put the webcam in the background, and it's probably the memeiest thing I do on this channel, but it's such a good one. You ever had tendonitis or repetitive strain injury? Not yet, and I've been very lucky with that. So I hope I can hang on to my run as long as I can. Pleasant surprise for me from enjoying your funhouse content is watching you be capable of intelligent, nuanced, and honest conversation. Yeah, this is kind of more what I would consider. Oh, now I got to turn it over. All right. This is kind of what I would consider closer to my natural personality. I tried to put more of this forward on the podcast, but this does not play well with the comedic styling of the other people on staff, so I had to kind of find a different mode to operate in when we were recording. And it's like... I don't know. Need to get into that. Okay, I see what you mean, Paul Moore. So this is something that I've been struggling with lately, so I apologize. There have been times where I ignore the dynamic of it and just interact with somebody in chat, and the last thing I want to do is, I feel like in this dynamic it's going to be more likely that people take my side. So if I disagree with anyone in chat, it creates like a bad dynamic that I don't like. So I'm going to try my best to not do that. But I do see your argument. I know it's about cops out there, and always have been, but I don't accept they represent the majority of cops. No, come on. Or even a large minority. Most cops get up every day and try to do their best job. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. I think that the numbers don't show that it's the majority in any respect. The concern is that the fail rate is way too high for a job that shouldn't allow that. Also, the concern is that when it does happen, it is massively and disproportionately focused in certain areas. And that is the base of the concern. Now, you will have people who take that argument to its extreme, and that can get frustrating. I will always get seeds. Why would I not get a seed? You can at least sell them. Also, this is secondhand, but I have an old acquaintance that like traveled the world, worked in the Peace Corps, joined the Dallas police force, and she quit because it was gross. So I don't know. I won't profess to be an expert, but I think it's concerning. I think there's enough data there to show that there is a problem. So. Also, it gets concerning when like the people who live the problem are trying to raise awareness of their problem, and the people who don't live the problem say, I disagree. And granted, from their perspective, they don't see any of those things, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But to me, like I always tense up a little bit when somebody tells someone else that their experience is fake or didn't happen. That's always like, well, that starts to get weird. Oh yeah, did I lose my mushrooms? I did, so you do have to pay to do those fights. Interesting. I do agree with... Wait, hold on. You did have a good point. There we go. A lot of people seem to be disagreeing with that today. To the point where mainstream politicians are arguing for disbanding police altogether. That's some scary stuff. It's scary because it's different. I don't know that it... Like, there are other countries who... And granted, you know, it's not A to A. It's not apples to apples. The United States has its own particular set of problems like every country does, but there's a lot that is exceptional and outlying about the way the United States does its policing. So the idea of reform, I think, scares people, which makes sense, you know. It's kind of like healthcare reform. It's a super important thing. So when you start to talk about changing it, people flip out because, yeah, you don't want to imagine that your healthcare is not going to be there when you need it. Same with police. It's a very scary thing to think that something bad is happening and you're just going to fend for yourself. Ironically, conservative dudes seem to love the idea. Having 18 tactical shotguns next to their bed. Stereotype. Joke. Maybe not a good one, but I mean, like, is that... What's so wrong about looking at that? About exploring that? Or maybe, I mean, going back to Dallas, the Dallas police chief himself, and yes, this is from, I think it's from Last Week Tonight, so a liberal news show. But the Dallas police chief himself was lamenting about how the police are called out to a lot of things they shouldn't have to do, you know? So, granted, the total abolishment of police forces is the extreme version, but is it so bad to think about taking some of the budget allocated to police and allocating it to animal control or social services, things that might prevent the need to police? And yes, that is getting into heavy liberal, like, fantasy, right? Of like, oh, if we just had more parks, nobody would want to steal. I don't think that's the case. But I do think it's weird that the police force has become, like, has come to provide all social services. Oh, that's a Borgus. Okay. Can I plant that? I need some more Borguses. I don't think I can. It's just slurry. All right. In San Francisco, there's a new law making non-essential police calls illegal, especially if they're used maliciously. I mean, that's scary, though. In a moment of concern, you shouldn't have to worry if your call is essential or not. I mean, malicious for sure. Like, get people after the fact for wasting resources, but man, I would worry the last thing you'd want to do is have the looming idea of a penalty for calling somebody for help. I work in public safety as a dispatcher, and I definitely agree things need to change. Police departments need more oversight, and their role needs to be reduced. We shouldn't be sending police officers for mental health checkups. They aren't trained for it. I recently got called by a doctor, and he asked us to send a police officer to check on his patient instead of himself or another mental health professional. Dang twisted. Well, thank you for sharing your first-party experience. I typically value that over my own meandering mind or the, you know, the back and forth of talking points. Yeah, it's also who gets to decide what's essential. I feel like that could become a pretty quick point of contention. I don't know. I think you can probably define a pretty reasonable set of guidelines for that, but I guess for me, more what I would be concerned about is that somebody might, somebody who should call would opt not to because they couldn't afford to pay, What don't you value us armchair sociologists? Hey man, that's me too. I get such a kick out of observing the human condition, but observation is not equal to research. Ooh. Upgrade your house size. Plant a pompadour. Okay, guys. I think I moved out for the day. This seems like a pretty low-key game to just grind on. So this does seem like a good chill at the end of the day kind of game, though. Just ditz around and kind of fiddle with stuff, and then over time you'll like fulfill your quests. But there's no pressing urge. This is a fun little game.
Whoop-a-doo. Ding dong. Oh, good.
I mean, it's... Whoa. Oh, it's working now. What the... Looks like a wire died? I hope not. I mean, it seems to be working now. Oh boy, that was terrifying. Nothing moved. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. Yeah, it just kind of... What happened? Like, how... Did the mic just cut out? It looked like it was still sending something. Just cut out for a second. Alright. That's concerning. Oh my god, it's already 5:30. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, could be a bad connection. I guess. I mean, XLR cables lock in there pretty hard. Every plug has like a clip on it, so... I would love to hear a practical alternative to police, but everyone just says defund police or abolish police with only a vague plan of what would replace them. Well, yeah, because, I mean, those plans are being put together right now. I think there are like, more concrete plans. Each city is actually rolling out its own plans. So, I mean, if you want, oh, it's extremely quiet, but crackled at first. Sounds like a bad cable. That's so weird. None of these cables have moved. Anyway. I'm trying to think. There were various cities that have already passed ordinances to change or reduce funding for police departments. Seattle, I think, actually just passed one. So I think that there are concrete... Okay, thank you, Mooshanks. There are some concrete plans out there. But they're being voted on right now. Yeah, they've been defunding schools for... Yeah, yes. Let's just go the RoboCop route and have a private security... A private security firm. Seattle's is not good. I don't know. I didn't say it was good. I just said it's a plan. There are some concrete plans out there. What's the plan around defunding the police to give them less power? I mean, maybe, but I think it's also just to free up funding for other more pro-social programs. It's just transferring payroll. I've heard about that. Yeah, about how it's like, yeah, they're just transferring money to another part of the department that's technically not the police, but it's still a fund of money they get to use. Like I said, I'm not an expert and I don't want to represent myself as one. But to describe it as like a lofty, cloudy idea that hasn't congealed in anything, I think is not super fair. To where some of those things are happening right now. We'll see the results of those defundings. Yeah, I mean, that's the frustrating thing now too, is that the entire country is not data-driven and hasn't been for a long-ass time. There are certain portions of the country that tend to rank last in teen pregnancy and education and, like, all sorts of bad things. But there was very little societal change made because there are some states make changes and completely turns that stuff around. You know? Yeah. I mean, that is essentially the whole idea of politics, right? People debating on how to do the right thing in the best way. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna eat an egg. I went from being uncomfortably full to hungry again very quickly. I guess that's vegetables. Can I spend hack points towards fixing things? Like in the stream? Yeah. If you spend enough hack points, my mic will fix itself. I'm trying to decide what to play next, though. There's so much. There's so much out there. So I guess we'll have to find out. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. And I appreciate you guys being civil in chat. I do appreciate that. Alright, see you guys soon.